My name is Eugenia and I'm from Uruguay.
My name is Jeff Shirley. I live in Draper, Utah.
I'm Megan Penn and I'm from Alpine, Utah.
My name is Dan. I'm from Lehigh, Utah.
My name is Sue Mack. We moved to Utah in 1986.
I'm Austin Long and I'm from Lehigh, Utah.
My name is Lisa Gonzalez and I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah.
My name is Arian Adams and I was born in Seoul, Korea.
Well, to celebrate the 4th, you have to have your barbecue going. Honestly, I like hot dogs. There's nothing like a hot dog on the 4th of July, I think.
Usually we go to Bear Lake. We love to do a barbecue there. And because the 5th of July is my birthday.
I go over to my daughter's house and we light off fireworks.
We gather with all of our family and we go swimming, have a picnic, and we sit at the park and they have tons of fireworks.
My wife and I will go to the park and try to find a secluded park somewhere and watch fireworks.
My hometown's West Jordan, Utah, so we always like to go to West Jordan and check out their parade.
A 5K run that we do on the morning of the 4th of July, and then we sit on the sidewalk and watch the parade go by, and then that night we watch the fireworks out of the stadium fire.
We celebrate by lighting a ton of fireworks at my grandmother's house. We always have a tradition to play flag football after the fireworks are over.
My dad is a Vietnam vet. He does have 2 Purple Hearts. He was shot in the leg and had shrapnel on his side. One of the biggest stories is how he got the shrapnel in his leg. They were taking fire and his buddy had been shot and he fell down into this little area. So he tried to go back down and grab his buddy. A grenade came down into the hole where he went and reached for the grenade and tried to throw it out. But as he was throwing it out, that's when it exploded and he got shrapnel on his leg and ended up killing his buddy in that process.
I have a friend that was a veteran. He passed away last January, but he served just for a short time in the Second War.
I have 2 nephews who served in Afghanistan for 2 years, and they were assigned to find Osama bin Laden. They made it home and they're with their families, and so we're grateful for the work that they did and how they served our country.
My biological father was serving in the Army when my parents met in Korea. My mom, Bree, was working on the Army base in Oklahoma and met my dad, who I grew up with. So we traveled a lot while he was in the military. My husband, his father, was in the Air Force for 24 years.
I have a cousin that passed away not too long ago. He was in the military, Desert Storm. I have cousins that have gone into Iraq and have come back.
My husband was a Vietnam vet. He was a medic. And 2 weeks after he went over there, I got a letter from him saying they were sending him to the front lines early because 2 medics had just been killed. But he survived. He earned a Bronze Star, came back, and we've lived happily ever after.
I have a friend who recently went to Japan to work for the Army, and I also have a couple of friends in the Navy and the Air Force.
My grandpa, he was stationed out in the Philippines when war broke out, when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. And he was among those soldiers that were caught on the island and after a long battle were taken prisoner. And during that time, my grandma, she actually joined the Women's Air Corps. But then I have other friends and family members who have served either in Vietnam or Desert Storm, or even just more recently in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Having the freedom to come into work every day and provide for my family, and that we just get to live our lives this comfortable.
There's a lot of cultures that are mixed. You don't have to go around the world to experience any kind of culture.
It's a country where you can be whoever you want to be and do whatever you want to do.
The best thing is that we're able to have traditions and we're able to be free and go where we want to go and believe what we want to believe, and I just think that's super important.
I think that we're really open to not having all the answers, and that helps us grow. And maybe that's not true, but I like to think that that's true.
All of the privileges and blessings that I have experienced growing up here, and where else in the world can you start out so dirt poor in the lowest class of society and get an education and experience all that there is to experience in life, all the comforts and joys that we have here.